Back here on Our Community, I'm now talking to Sue Emmendorfer. She's the city clerk for the city of Coldwater. Sue, welcome to Q1.
Yes, hello.
Well, we're going to talk about elections, and there's some important dates for people to know about coming up. What are those dates?
Well, the last day to register to vote for the November 5 election is Monday, October 7th at 5 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And they can come into my office and do it any time during the day from 8 until 5. You can also go to Secretary of State's office, and there are places on the web through the state of Michigan that you can also register to vote. This close to the election, I'd recommend they either go to the Secretary of State or come see me.
Right, exactly, to make sure it's done timely so that all of a sudden you get ready to vote and you can't vote.
It hasn't gotten to the proper person.
Right, exactly right. Okay, so there's different ways that people will get registered. What do they need to have to get registered?
Well, if they have a valid driver's license or state ID, that really is very helpful. If they don't have some type of photo ID, that can make registration a little more difficult, and when they come in and vote on election day, they may have to show more proof of ID.
Okay, all right, and
Which
of course
they
you got
have
to be
show their driver's license
right, and
on
you got to
election
be
day
18.
as well.
Obviously, you have to be 18.
You have to be 18. You can register to vote before you're 18 as long as you'll be 18 on November 5th before that election.
Well, and hopefully, and I'm not sure, that's why I'm saying hopefully, that the government classes or whatever is taking care of that in the school. I know that's how we did way back when, which worked out well. So,
And we talk with them too.
okay, all right. Let's talk about some of the things on the ballot. There's quite a few things to vote on, although not a lot of contested races.
This is correct. We have City Mayor Tom Kramer running for re-election, and he's running uncontested. In Ward 1, we have Tim Miller running for councilman, and he is also running uncontested. Ward 2, we have Toby Kirk. Ward 3, we have Michael Beckwith. And Ward 4, we have Randall Hazelbaker. All are running uncontested, but, you know, your vote still does count.
Mm-hmm.
We also have a proposal from the Coldwater Schools, and this is the statutory rate for 18 mills for almost every property except those principal residence exemption homes.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now, is this a renewal or is this something
it
new?
actually, I shouldn't probably go into the details of what it is, so they can call their schools and ask about it, but it is more a renewal, I believe.
Mhm.
So that's something they should probably talk to their schools about. It's
Well,
not something the city's put on the ballot, it's something the schools have put on.
Right, well, and hopefully they'll be letting people know what it's all about as we
Right,
get closer to
right.
election time. And again, you know, I'm sure Tina Kerr's office, she's the superintendent, be more than happy
I'm
to
sure she
answer
would.
any questions about it. All right, so where will people be voting in November? All one location?
All one location, all 4 of our wards vote at the Dearth Center. I believe that is on here we go again. That's on 235 East Garfield Avenue, and the polls will be open from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. on November 5th. That's a Tuesday. So they can come and vote. If they're unable to make it to the polls, they can vote absentee, and they have until 2 p.m. on Saturday before the election. They can come see me at City Hall, and I can get them an absentee ballot. Or they can vote in-person absentee on Monday until 4 p.m. before the election.
All right, so different ways. You got to get out, exercise your right, and vote. And the big thing is, if you're not registered, they still have time to do it. Give me the date and time one more time.
The date and time is until 5 p.m. Monday, October the 7th.
Okay.
And they can do that in my office or online. And they can actually go to michigan.gov/vote. And they can check and see whether they're registered to vote. They can check based on their address which ward they are in. And they can actually even take a look at the ballot in advance online.
All right, so there you go. Different ways to get informed, to make an informed decision when you go out and vote. Sue, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
All right, Sue Emmendorfer. She's the city clerk at the city of Coldwater. I'm Tim Hart. You're watching Our Community.